What up, everybody? Welcome back. Episode 71? 70? Hey, we're going to get to 100 soon. Not really, though, because we only doing for a week now. But that means
4 months.
sometime. Oh, yeah, four. We started off doing 4 a week, maybe.
Hey, we did 2 a day sometimes just to do it. But
Those were the days it was a lot easier to knock them out when we wasn't really caring about, I think, the quality of everything.
it wasn't that bad though.
It wasn't, but there were there's some episodes that are harder to listen, I think, now.
Yeah.
Hard to listen to for sure.
I wish we had everything on video.
I know.
Just
we technically
remaster everything.
Yeah, because we don't have maybe the first 10. I think the first 10 aren't on video.
Yeah.
But everything else afterwards is. But anyways, it's episode 71. Today is Wednesday, February 17th. Today we are going to, and I don't know if this will be the real name of the episode, but build a bad movie theater experience. I'll get more into it in a little bit, but as always, it's your boy Kendall, aka Mr. Eat the KFC in the AMC, aka the Phantom of the Megaplex, aka the leader of the Bunch of Crunch Bunch, aka you will not catch me eating beans at the movie theater. Did I take one of yours?
Yeah, I was Phantom of the Megaplex.
I knew it. I told you before that.
I didn't think you was gonna go with it, so
you can come back to it.
AKA Phantom of the Megaplex. I should have went first. But
see, I had a feeling because we love the DComs.
Go check that episode out if you haven't already. Audio.
I forgot
only.
we did that.
Yeah, that was gonna be the first episode, and then we never really got around to it. But
that's our origin story. So this episode, this is like the first one. This is the kind of the first of its kind that we've done.
In a sense, yeah.
You know, we've done like build your X whatever before, but this one is like building an actual day, like an actual experience.
Like an experience. But
and we might start leaning into these types of things more in the future if this format works.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're just trying to imagine. I guess the scenario for our listeners and viewers. Imagine you are at a movie theater, and I'll get into the categories next. But basically, you are just, it's the worst movie theater ever, essentially. There's like nothing good. The candy and the food and the snacks stink. And all the people that show up at the movie theater are possibly the worst people. So let me get into the categories real fast and then talk a little bit about anything we've faced back in our day when we used to go to movie theaters. I don't know if I ever go again, honestly. I actually don't mind. I enjoy going to the movie theater, but I also don't mind. If it's life or death, dog, I don't mind watching at home. So we are going to randomly spin to decide what genre the movie is going to be. And we're going to imagine that we can actually both be in the same theater, like the same room for this.
No, we can't. I thought about that. We can't because the people are going to be different. You know what I mean? Like,
no, but each of those people could still be in the room, yeah?
Oh, I don't know.
Because there's six different people.
Yeah, but it just affects us. Like, I feel like some of these might all affect us.
Oh, I see what you're saying, though, because all 6 of them would be in the... Yeah. Some of them, the proximity doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, we are at the same theater at Stinks watching the same movie. So we're going to predetermine the genre real fast by spinning a wheel. The choices are comedy, romance, drama, horror/thriller, action, and children's/animated. So what are you hoping for?
Probably action, to be honest.
Me too. Because I think a lot of these things would ruin. Yeah. Action might be the only good one, man. I'm not gonna lie. Well, we'll see. I might got reasons. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna spin the wheel. I'm not gonna share my screen, but you gonna believe me, yeah? Here we go. Romance.
I'm getting nervous.
Romance? Oh, what's the last romance movie you saw?
Like, actually like
in
a
theaters
romance
or-
movie.
Yeah, last romance movie.
I don't even. There was this movie one time. I remember. It was in college, so it must have been like 3-4 years ago at least. And this girl was like, "You trying to see this?" Or she's like, "You know, a movie comes out today," and I was like, "Yeah, Ninja Turtles." And she's like, "No, we about to go see whatever the movie was." It was one of those movies like based on a book. I can't even remember the name of the movie now. To be honest with you,
like a Notebook, right? That's what you're.
yeah, it was one of those type of movies. But
Oh, was it a Dear John?
nah, it wasn't that.
Was it a? I just looked up romance movies. So, was it a? No, none of this shit came out.
I don't know. Maybe we'll edit in a photo of what it is when I remember it. But that was probably the last one I saw.
Last one I saw was with you guys. Love and Basketball.
Oh man, that doesn't count.
Why does that not count?
I'm talking about in the theater.
It has love in the title.
I'm talking about in the theater.
It's more love than it is basketball.
Is it though?
Yeah, and I'm about to cut in the Maxwell song. Not the scene. Not the scene.
Nah,
This
you
is-
can't cut in the song. We about to get they about to take us down.
Yeah. Shout out to that movie, dog.
I don't count.
Because like 500 Days of Summer is a romantic comedy.
That's different.
Exactly. So this is just straight romance. When we say romance, we mean like Titanic.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It's not about the. It's not about the. It was real though. It did happen. Everything on that ship happened.
Titanic 2 didn't happen. We talked about Titanic 2
to
as
tell
well.
the tale.
Yeah, I mean, it's a true story.
So that, anyways, we're gonna have to watch a genre or a romantic movie. We'll think of one, but I already know this is not good because here are the categories we're gonna pick from.
And for the listeners, before he reads it, we know that we intentionally made the choices bad.
Yeah, that's why the episode was building a bad movie theater experience.
Yeah.
But we're not trying to. Let me be clear.
We're trying to make the better of the two.
We are trying to survive this. I am not
Yes.
trying to just pick the worst one.
Right.
All right, here we go. So you have in the draft round that we have 5 different categories. The first being screen. So it's 3D or regular.
This is why I wanted action.
This is
Because
why I
it
know.
makes 3D more better. Have you seen a movie in 3D before?
I don't want to give this away because
You want to talk about it later just in case?
and you might use it against me.
Okay.
So I'll get into it.
All right.
Seat location, front or back.
Front is the section in front of the stadium seating, like without going up any steps.
And I will just say that this one affects certain genres more than others. So, yeah, we'll see. And then we have to finish out the draft, we have 3 different food categories. We have the entree, but they're all bad. So, nachos with cold cheese, burnt pizza. Again, honestly, if you just said the movie theater pizza, I would not have been opposed to just leaving it on there untouched. And then hot dog no bun. So those are
We
the 3
ain't saying
choices
nothing.
we have. Snacks, a hard pretzel. And I'm not talking about the in the little
crunchy-
bag.
no,
The
it's-
ones
it's
I'm not
supposed to be
talking
a
about the
soft one.
I'm not talking about the ones you get on the airplane, dog. I'm
Yeah.
talking about a soft pretzel that is not soft. Stale popcorn. That's like
like
what
it's
is it
been
like?
It's like it's been sitting out. Like you make the popcorn, but you forget about it.
But it's
and
like
it's-
it tastes like the packing peanuts
Oh yeah.
for packages.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's what those would taste like if you
Yeah.
ate them. Nasty.
I feel like you can't chew through those. Like it just flattens,
Yeah, exactly.
and then it's like, oh,
And then we got mint dibs. The ice cream dibs, but they are mint. Nothing else happened to them. Candy. We have the choices of black licorice, raisinets, or hot tamales.
again, none of these helping with the experience. So
Nope. This is gonna be bad, man.
it
All right,
gets
and then-
worse.
Yes, because in the auction round, we are gonna be fighting with each other to get the best, the most survivable group of people sitting around us. we have the kicker. That is the person who sits behind you and repeatedly kicks the back of your seat. Then we have the talker. That's the person who kind of just like narrates the whole movie or talks to their homies right next to them, and not whispering. I don't mind whispering that much, but if you're just like talking like this normal thing, like normal,
Yeah, if I could hear you and I'm not sitting that close to you,
yeah,
then
I'll beat your ass. The texter, or really just the phone user, but that's the person who phone on super bright. Like sometimes I'll check my phone, but I check it in my pocket.
Yeah.
To block it, and I always turn my phone brightness down.
Yeah, that's the most important, I think.
And it's only like when I feel that I got a text message, because like text, like other
you just check it real
notifications, I don't
quick.
care. But text message, like I don't know, I'm always worried something happened to somebody, you know.
I always think that too. Like it might be important.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I don't want to. That's one of my biggest fears. I think I've told you this. The same reason I try to wake up early on the day of the inauguration is because like I don't like being surprised by bad news. Like,
hey, I be hitting you up with bad news all the time.
I know sometimes if I get a text from you at 8 a.m, it's because someone died. But we usually just say like, oh, not this.
Yeah,
person.
we know.
But what I was gonna say was like, I'd rather this might sound dark, but I'd rather experience the bad news as it's happening than like be away, find out that this shit.
Yeah.
Then we got the baby. That's just a baby that is crying.
Don't bring your baby.
Or
to
it could be a
movie
toddler
theaters.
that is like just running around being bad.
Yeah.
Then we got the teen couple. Y'all know the teen couple. Y'all were probably the teen couple at some point. But you know, I'm talking about the PDA, the young love, going to the movie theater because that's like the only place they can go.
Yeah.
It happens. But I'm not trying to say that's wrong. And then the tall person that's in front of you and obstructing your view. That one's pretty straightforward.
I'm not sitting behind Shaq.
Would you sit next to Shaq?
Nah, cause the armrest thing, like I need that.
Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't like when people are in my space. So
yeah, he might need to take up 2 chairs. So,
all right, let's get into this then. Coin toss time.
wait, do you want to talk about any bad experiences?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Real quick, the worst one you could think of.
There's one recently where the kids in front of us, there's a row of like 6 kids, and they're like one of their parents, like the dad of one of them.
Mm-hmm.
They're all like homies and stuff, but like they were on their phones and laughing during Joker.
Oh,
which is not a funny movie.
So they just.
I know he's the Joker, but his jokes are not funny.
It's like it sounds like it would be the right time, but
they would just like like the douchebag kid laugh.
Yeah.
When like something's obviously not funny. Like he kills somebody and they just laugh and point at the screen.
You might have wanted to get out of there if they started laughing when the dude started killing, because you know what happened.
But their
Dark
dad,
Knight or whatever,
whoever's dad it was, realized that me and the homie Matt was just like glaring at the kids.
Yeah,
and he like lectured all of them.
Oh, during the movie?
Yes, it was like put all your phones away now.
Yeah,
because it was like it wasn't just us two staring at them. It was like everyone. Like because dog, the whole theater can fucking. Like, it's not a movie to talk. You do that. Actually, don't ever do that. But like, you know what I mean. Not in a drama or a romance movie.
Right.
What about you?
So the same homie that I was talking about earlier, she got we got early access to like some movie. I can't even remember the movie, but it's like one of those, since they show it like months before the movie actually comes out. You can't bring your phone in or anything. So, and it's always packed because it's just like they select the right amount of people or whatever. Anyways, so we sit down, and then there's like 2 seats next to us, and then there's like no, there's 2 people next to us, and then there's 2 seats next to them, something like that. And then this dude and his girl come up, and he asked the guy like, "Oh, is anyone sitting there?" And then he kind of just like nods his head, and so the guy just asked him again, like, "Is anyone sitting there?" He's like, "Man, I nodded my head." Like he got kind of mad at him, And then so I didn't think anything of it. So the movie like finishes, but you have to fill out a form like, oh, what did you like? Because I think they could still make changes to it.
Yeah, yeah, it's like focus group type thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and so like the guy and his girl finish, and then I guess when they're leaving, the guy kind of gives them like a little kick to the legs. And the old dude was like, "Hey, you did that on purpose, you little shit." And they're like about to start going at it. And me and the homegirl was like, "Man, what is going on here? Like, why y'all fighting right now?" So we was just trying to get out of there at that point, and then like the ushers or whatever had to take them out. But yeah, like don't be scrapping in the movie theater, man.
At least
Other
they
than
did it at
that,
the end.
yeah. And
They
then
did it in the middle.
nah, yeah. But other than that, like we've probably experienced all the people that are on our list
Yep.
at some point. So
All right, coin toss
yeah, go ahead.
for the listeners. Alfred's always tails, and I'm heads.
Yeah.
And I'm heads. It's heads. I won.
All right.
And I'm going to go. This one's tough, actually. This one is tough, but I'm gonna go first,
All right.
and I'm gonna
Yeah, go ahead and kick
Can I
it
kick
off.
I'm gonna go screen, and I'm going to go regular
That's a good pick. I mean,
for the romance.
I don't want people like. No, that's the right pick. I don't want people in 3D like in my
You
face.
gonna have
like,
you gonna have the makeout
kissing,
scene,
like,
the
right in
love-
front of me.
You gonna have the love scenes and they around you.
like
You
yeah.
in the
I
bed
don't
with
need
them?
any. Yeah, I don't want like no type of crazy shit popping out at me and stuff. That's a good. I would have picked that first too, honestly.
So the reason I didn't want to explain it earlier was because every time I watch a 3D movie, I throw up.
Oh, so you kind of had to pick first.
I have like motion sickness, so
yeah,
it like it's not the worst thing. Like I can survive it probably, but I got to look away from the screen sometimes.
yeah,
So it stinks. I think the last one I watched was like Transformers 3 or something. Like me and the homies had gone and they wanted to watch 3D. And like when
Yeah.
I didn't want to make a big deal out of it, so I was like, yeah, sure, yeah, 3D, whatever you guys want. But
I don't think I've seen one. I think Toy Story 3 might have been. I don't know why I watched it in 3D, to be honest.
oh yeah, that is weird.
Maybe that was only theater available, but I did watch that one in 3D. That was the last one I remember.
The other thing too is I don't wear contacts.
Oh, so you have to put the
But
glasses
the
over
double glasses,
Yeah,
looking like a
that is
fool.
awkward at times.
All right, so that means you can get screen last since
Yeah,
only two options.
we kind of know what I'm gonna get, but we'll talk about that one later.
to you. So I had to make a trade off. You know, like I had to accept
Yeah, I'm gonna go seat location back because, like, if the thing's already gonna be in front of me, but it's gonna be super in front of me.
yeah.
So like, I mean, I sat in the front for a movie, like in that front section once for the first Hangover because we got there kind of late. And those were the only seats left. And that movie was actually fire. I love The Hangover. I thought that movie, I had no idea what to expect, but it was actually really good.
I think I had to sit in the front for 2 times. Man, it's always Transformers. Transformers 1. I
Mm.
know I had to sit in the front, and War of the Worlds. And those are 2 movies you don't want to sit in the front for
No.
because those things is tall as hell.
Yeah, so you're looking like breaking your neck trying to watch
They're
the
like,
screen.
someone's like, the top of the screen, the tripods. I was like, dog, this shit hurts. So never again. Always get to the theater early, or now reserve your seats.
Yeah,
That's actually the greatest thing they ever did.
They're making it much more convenient.
I'd rather have that than like the reclining seats or like any of the or like order food from your.
yeah,
seat.
I don't
need
all
that shit. I
I'll
literally
eat
just
before
want
or
to be
after.
able to pick where I'm sitting.
Yeah, and not worry about it. Like you get there and then
Yeah,
it's only an issue if someone's in your seat.
it's
then
like
you're
that
like-
with like planes too. Like
Yeah.
I need to be able to. There's some people who like the chaos of just like lining up and figuring it out as you go. But like,
No. It's almost the same with everything, like sporting events. It's like, dude, you're in my seat. Like, I paid for that seat. Go sit where you're supposed to sit.
I hate that conversation though.
Because it's like they're like,
Because
oh man, it's not that different. I'm like, man, I chose that seat for a reason.
Yeah, when they're just like, oh no, how about you just sit there? I'm like,
I was like, how about you go sit there?
Yeah,
Because then
why don't
the
you sit
issue
where you're supposed to
is,
actually sit?
even if I'm okay with it, then those people are gonna get there, and
Yeah,
then
exactly.
the next people are gonna like just sit in your own seat, like.
Yeah, everyone. God.
But
I don't know why it's
we
so
might not
hard.
want to get too much into it because maybe that'll be something for another time. But
Go ahead.
so
you got next.
back of the theater, not necessarily the back row. We'll see because there might be other restrictions. So
But it's not. It's not a bad. The back is always preferred.
yeah,
Absolutely. Right. Like.
over the middle,
Yeah.
or not middle, over the front.
Yeah.
All right, so basically we're just down to the food.
Yeah.
Man, this sucks. I'm gonna get Raisinets because I think it's the least bad out of the other ones, and we're assuming we have to eat. We have to eat all this stuff, right? We can't just have it.
No,
for
you have to eat it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not eating them other two. Like, at least this one has chocolate on it, so it's not that bad. There's another thing that has chocolate on it that I don't know about that one, but Raisinets are to me superior to black licorice and hot tamales. So I'm okay with sitting in the back with my Raisinets watching The Notebook or whatever the hell.
Whatever it is, Dear John.
Yeah, in 3D. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later because I haven't technically got it yet. I haven't technically got it yet. So
All right, to me, back to back. I guess snacks and candy, or not snacks and candy, snacks and entree is what I'll
yeah.
make sense logically.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with snacks first because I gotta think about the entree, and I'm going to go with. I'm gonna go with the stale popcorn.
Hey, I was gonna pick that. I'm not lying, that was my first one.
Because you can't lose your teeth from it, and it's not gonna make me throw up. So I think I've expressed my disgust for like mint chocolate stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to Mark, episode 8, 9, chocolate candy. But same reason you picked Raisinets.
It's better than the other.
We really fucked ourselves with this.
We had
episode.
to though. We're intentionally making it a bad experience. And in a year or so, whenever we go back to the movie theaters, we actually have to do this and hire people to be the people, like the talker and stuff. That might be crazy.
That might be wild, actually.
I'm not mad at stale popcorn because
I could
like,
eat it.
yeah,
It's just chewy.
like yeah, and you
like a
just
rubbery,
sprinkle
like-
some like butter on there. Just like the flavor might not be like the consistency is gonna be wet.
But it's just chewy popcorn, and like the taste of popcorn is not bad or anything. But the
Yeah.
other stuff, like one of them might like Doug, it's like eating like couch leather. Like
Yeah, yeah.
and the other one is just mint. So I'll go with that. And then for entree, you ready? I'm gonna go hot dog no bun.
There's nope.
There's nothing else wrong with it. I eat hot dogs no bun at home.
With a fork?
Yeah, with rice.
No. But you don't get rice.
Yeah, but it's
I'm
fine.
saying they serve it to you in the little paper, and you're just in the theater watching a romance movie, like
With the
eating
hot
it like a
dog?
Slim Jim. You might be crazy. People taking pictures.
But nothing else is wrong with it.
But there's no condiments either.
That's fine. I don't need condiments on it.
I mean, you could if you want to, but you're gonna have to like.
For
I don't know how.
and the viewers, the other options were nachos with cold cheese or burnt pizza.
And the cheese we're saying is like straight out of the refrigerator, like not even
Like
room
cold.
temperature, like
No,
cold, right?
It's cold. Like
Okay.
you should get the shivers when you eat it.
Might go nice with the dibs, maybe.
there's there's nothing wrong with the hot dog. It's just missing stuff. It's cooked,
All right, hey, that's up to you.
but I'm gonna be famous. I'm going viral. If you see me in the movie theater, just, holding the just holding the hot dog with no
We
bun.
gonna Photoshop that in. When you said it like this, it's gonna pop up right here. You might
No,
be crazy.
we're not doing that.
Yes,
one.
we are.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
No, not the jumbo dogs.
The Nathan's famous, bro, in the
We're
hand.
getting in trouble with this. Stop going like this. Damn it.
You picked it.
We wanted an easy one to edit. Now I gotta do it. Oh no.
All
It's gonna
right,
drop from the
it's-
ceiling.
It's to me.
Yes. Our lists
Okay.
are figured out. So
Well, I have options though,
yeah,
but the seed and the screen's figured out.
yeah.
You're still gonna have to pick a candy. All right. So out of the the nachos with cold cheese and the burnt pizza, I gotta take the burnt pizza.
Yes. That's fine.
Like you have to, because pizza. Like I'm not the type to say like pizza's never whack, because pizza can be whack, but I'm not eating like nachos with cold cheese. That sounds like an awful experience.
It's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, burnt pizza.
Nope.
Like it's still whack. Like it sucks, but at the same time, it's cooked pizza. Like it's more edible than the other one.
It's just burnt.
Yeah,
It's a
I
little
mean-
smoky.
yeah. I mean the pepperonis are a little browned on the side, but it's all good. That was the one I wanted anyways. So I'm not eating a hot dog, mate.
But why didn't you want the hot dog? No bun.
I'm not eating a hot dog like
It's
that.
cooked. It's not overdone or cold.
It's been in that rotisserie for a long time. That silver thing that be bringing them up and down
My
forever.
hands
I'm
gonna
not.
be all slippery, dog.
No, it's all hot. You can't even pick it up. you might have made a bad choice with that one, mate.
All right, next time, I swear to God, next time I'm in a public forum, I will eat a hot dog no bun, and we'll see what happens.
Fine. That means you have to order a hot dog with no bun.
I'll just make sure, cause I'm gonna go viral. I'll just make sure I'm wearing winning rotation merch.
People are gonna look at you crazy, like, or the person that you're like, could I order the hot dog, but without the bun? They might look at you crazy.
Filipino people eat shit with their hands all the time, so like it's not like if I did it in the Philippines, it's probably not. No one would look at me wild.
Oh, we're in America.
But if I did it in America, I don't think I'm crazy for that. Go ahead. You got the burnt pizza. You're gonna have like black flakes all over your mouth. but at least you're in the
No.
dark. No one's gonna see you.
Yeah. All right, and then for the snack, I think I gotta go with a mint dip.
No, you don't. No, you
Yes, I
don't.
do. Because here's why. Because you had mentioned earlier, if that pretzel's real hard and I chip a tooth, then it's just a wrap for me. Because the thing is, if I actually, all right, so y'all, everyone should know by now, one of my worst fears is losing a tooth or something.
Yep.
If I'm in the movie theater and I chip a tooth and it falls somewhere and it's dark and I can't
that
find
is
it,
true. Someone gonna be like, "You looking for your phone?" Like, no, I'm looking
Like-
for my tooth.
I'm looking for my tooth.
You gonna look up and smile?
It's gonna be missing. I'm not losing a tooth over a hard pretzel. Now, the mint dibs, they're gonna be whack. But again, it's the same as the Raisinets. It's just something whack covered in chocolate. Now, my burnt pizza's gonna be super hot, and I'm gonna need something to cool me down. I'm going with the mint dibs. But mint chip ice cream is not like, I don't know why that's even a thing.
Disgusting. Bottom tier. Bottom tier.
Yeah. But again, like we intentionally picked all bad stuff, but I'm not losing my tooth eating a dib probably. I'd rather throw up or get a cavity or something than lose a tooth. So
That's fair to me.
yep, finish
Good.
it out for the most part.
All right, I'm gonna go hot tamales because they're not black licorice. And then number 5, next pick. I I have no other explanation.
It's the lesser of two evils.
I haven't had a hot tamale,
Yeah,
but I have had black licorice. And again, I think I had it when I was a kid. I never had it again. It's disgusting.
One of my old coworkers when I used to work at the department store, she was like an older lady, but she liked like cinnamon candy like that. And like so it was at the mall, so sometimes we would go to like whatever candy store. I can't remember the name of it right now, but like it's those ones where you get a bag and you just fill it
like
up.
the bulk one. Yeah, like Sweet Factory.
Yeah. And she would come back, she's like, I got some candy. I'm like, cool. And I'm like, oh, nice. She got some gummy bears, and I'd eat it. But it was like a cinnamon gummy bear. And I'm like, why would you choose this? You get to choose. It's not like random, like a See's candy box where you accidentally get a fruit one. And she's like, I like those. Those are good. I'm like, they're not. I'm not gonna eat anything red anymore because it might fool me. But that was a homie though, man. One of my she was almost like a mentor to me because she was like in her 50s or whatever, and she was super dope. But
yeah. So I've never had a hot tamale. I can imagine what it tastes like because I've had like cinnamon gum.
Yeah.
It's also not like. Why would you ever get cinnamon gum over the alternatives?
Like winter green or
you see all these green and blue packs, even the fruity ones, and your choice is no, we get what Big Reds.
I would take like Bubblicious or something over that.
Yeah, exactly. Or Juicy Fruit. Juicy Fruit is disgusting, but I'd still take that over cinnamon.
Juicy Fruit, I feel like you start chewing it, it just breaks apart immediately, and
Juicy
it has
fruit
like
is absolutely disgusting. It's also like brown. Like what does it look like?
Yeah,
What
I don't
fruit?
know what fruit it's supposed to be.
Yeah, what fruit are you mimicking?
Like
a banana peel. Like
I take that over cinnamon though.
the banana peel or the juicy fruit?
Well, it tastes if
If it tastes like
the
a banana
taste of it's
peel.
supposed to be banana peel, I'll take that over. What is it? Big Red?
Yeah, I
Not,
think it's
I'm not
Big
chewing
Red.
that. That's nasty.
Yeah, no, it's gross. All right, listeners, viewers, let us know. Let us know why.
Yeah.
We're understanding dudes. We just want to know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but that's it for the candy, and then my last pick, where I am sitting, the front, which is not the worst for this actually, because it's a romance movie. I'm not like trying to track the action. Like if it's the Avengers and motherfuckers is flying back and forth, I'm not gonna be like this. I could just maybe lean back a little bit and like, you know what I mean? It's not that.
You're not
bad.
going to be that interested in the movie probably anyways.
Exactly. Are we allowed to fall asleep?
Nah, I don't. I thought about that. I do be falling asleep though sometimes.
I can't
remember
watch
we-
movies in general because like it's just.
Yeah.
Did you fall asleep during Star Wars?
Yeah, for a little bit I did. That movie was terrible. We were supposed to watch boxing.
You still mad about that one?
Yeah, but I also that what was that DiCaprio movie? The Revenant. I actually remember. I fell asleep in that one as well. It's just like movies are like they're just too long sometimes.
It's the pacing is the problem for me. I told you it's why like hour-long TV shows, like even some episodes like Breaking Bad is probably my favorite show ever. Maybe not my favorite. You know what I mean though? Like favorite.
It's just
like,
a good show
of that type, like series show. But like, it's like 40-something minutes. Is like if the episode didn't have like a shootout or like
something going on. Yeah,
they're on the run. I'm like, dog, I'm not trying to watch you have conversations for 50 minutes.
Yeah.
30-minute shows are like just perfect for me. Jam packed with stuff happening. So that's why movies stink. It's like, have you watched Lord of the Rings?
I probably
like. I don't think I've ever sat down and been like, I'm going to watch Lord of the Rings. I probably watched bits and pieces if someone was watching.
Well, that takes up like 12 hours out of your day.
Exactly.
And it's just, they was making fun of it. I think I might have said this before on Clerks 2. They were like, they just walked on that.
Yeah.
They're like, even the trees walked on that movie. Like, it was crazy.
Like, I just don't get it. Like, why would you do that to yourself? That's a whole, like, that's a whole day. It's a whole work day.
Like, if Lord of the Rings could have been one of the options for this as a bad thing, because I'm not watching that for 4 hours.
Lord of the Rings
a movie. And there's 3 of them. And then you got to watch them little hobbits.
It's like an errand, you know? Like,
yeah. Like you'd have to pay me to do that.
Yeah. You know how, like, on, like, the weekend, like, there's the one thing you're going to do. It just takes up. It's like you do that one thing, even if it only took, like, 2 hours, it's still just, like, Damn, it took up.
Well, yeah,
it took up the
because
whole
it's
day.
like
You gotta
people will
get
be
ready
like, "What are you
for
doing
it,
this
you gotta-
weekend?" It's like, "Oh, I'm doing this," and you know it's not gonna be like that long. But at the same time, it's
It
like,
just
man,
takes
that
so
took
much
a-
out of you. That's Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings. I'm
Yeah.
never. I have no interest in watching that stuff.
Nope.
Too long. Let us know, Lord of the Rings fans. Not trying to slander y'all. Go ahead. You got your last pick.
All right. Only thing left is 3D. And it's a romance movie, so not the best. If it was action, I think it would have been a little more tolerable. But we talked about 3D already. It's kind of just whack.
Just is gimmicky. Like it doesn't enhance the experience for me.
Me neither. I mean, there's probably some people that really like it.
Yeah, children.
Along with all this other stuff, maybe not like the snacks or the entrees, but like the candy. I'm sure there's people that like black licorice, maybe somewhere. But 3D's kind of whack. Like I'd rather just get 3D Doritos or something, which are supposed to be back. But
Oh yeah, pre-order is available now.
that's crazy. But yeah, like 3D's not for me, and it's a romance movie, which we just got unlucky with that. So, like I said before, I think Toy Story 3 was the last movie I saw in 3D, and that was, I don't even know, like what, 10 years ago, maybe more.
It was 2010 actually. So
11, I guess. But that will wrap it up. Do you want to recap your experience so far?
Yep. I will start with the food because that's actually what you get first.
Oh,
You walk
okay,
in?
yeah, when you walk in. Yeah.
So
So you get to the
I
counter
am
and tell them.
I'm going to have. Well, I'm not gonna tell them I want this stuff. They're just going to hand it to me. I'm gonna order popcorn and it's gonna be stale. Gonna get a hot dog with no bun because they added buns or their buns is moldy. Hey, I'm not mad at that one. That might be my best pick. And then for candy, I'm gonna have the hot tamales. And then when I go into the theater, I will have to sit in the front, but we get a regular screen, no 3D, and it's fine because we're watching Dear John. Do
Yeah,
I
we
only
don't
know
know.
two?
We don't
romance
know it.
movies?
I was gonna
The
say we
Notebook-
don't
the
know
Notebook
anymore.
and Dear John.
Yeah, we don't know anymore. And I Walk to Remember.
Oh, that movie's fire though.
Yeah, but we're
I'd watch that in
I don't-
3D.
not watching that in 3D. I don't think.
All right,
Mate.
go ahead, man.
All right, so I get to the movie theater, hit up the concessions, and order the pizza, which just happens to be burnt. Which, hey, that's just how they make it there.
It's their special.
And then the dibs, which they ran out of every flavor except for mint. So I got the mint dibs and the raisinets, which again, not ideal. And then I make a right into theater 233 and head up the stairs to the back and take a seat in the back and where they hand me my 3D glasses and I put them on and enjoy the film.
I'll watch to remember.
Yeah, I'll Walk to Remember.
Oh, this is bad.
Shout out Mandy Moore. That was the Mandy Moore joint, right?
Yes. Yeah, we're was she sick? Or was he sick?
Yeah, spoilers, I think she dies. They get married and then
Oh
she
yeah, but
dies.
this is the movie where he buys her a star.
Yeah.
Real quick, let's unpack that real fast. Just because this episode's going fast. Would you buy somebody a star?
For how much do those cost?
100? Oh, we could buy. You want to buy a star right now?
For how much?
Cosmo Nova, buy a star. Here we go. Buy a star here. Traditional star gift pack. This 30. You can adopt a real star in space. $34.90.
That's not that bad, but I don't
Should we
know.
name it the winning quotation?
I don't know.
Buy a star here.
To my next girl, if you want a star, $35, maybe. We'll see.
Wait, what the fuck? Why is this one $400? This is when you want. It's a premium.
Oh, that better
star.
be the North Star.
The premium. Name a star after someone you truly love.
What is the other one? You don't get to
That's
name
what
it?
I'm saying. No, it said you get to choose. You get to adopt it. Date of registration. We're gonna do this.
No, we're not.
We're going not the $400 one, but let us know if you're buying stars for people. Hit us up. useful information.
That might be whack. You might be corny for that one. If
To
you
buy a
buying
star
for your girl, I don't know. 34 is not 34 might not be that bad though. If it's that one, if it's 400, you might be a clown. 35, you might be trying to save some money, because then flowers would be expensive, low key.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll look into this in the break. We're gonna take a quick break. So we just recap. We'll get into the auction round. As a reminder, we are picking the people that are sitting next to us in the theater, or behind us, or in front of us. But either way, they're gonna ruin the movie. So be right back. All right, welcome back. It is time for the free agency auction. For new listeners, new viewers, I'll probably just explain this every time pretty briefly, but Alfred and I both start with $100, and we'll take turns nominating one item from the list. We can bid on it, take turns bidding on it. The item goes to the highest bidder, and you have to have at least $1 available for each item. So the max bid in theory is $98. We good? Should I just read off what's left?
Yeah, go ahead.
So we are now picking the people that are sitting around us in the theater, and the options are the talker, the seat kicker, the texter, the baby, the teen couple, and the tall person. They're all poor choices, but I think some of them are much worse than others. So it's to you. Kick it off.
See, looking at I wasn't sure how I was gonna go about this. I think all of them are really bad.
Yeah, they're horrible.
But I think there's one that's less bad than the others by a wide margin. So I think I'm gonna go max on it, because I'm not a huge fan of the romance movies and don't mind being obstructed with
Damn it, that was my
vision.
plan.
I'm going max money for the tall man.
You don't even get to watch the whole movie, dog.
No, and it would have worked. This would have been real good for you if you had the 3D. You say you'd be throwing up, but if it's blocking your vision,
I would shake his hand after him. Like, thanks, dog.
Yeah.
Actually save my life.
he'll look at you funny. You got like hot dog residue all on your hand, shaking his hand.
He's like, why does your hand taste like hot? Or not taste
like hot dog water on your hands. But I gotta go max for tall. Tall to me is best case scenario for this event. Like it might almost be
mint dibs and raisinets at his head or what?
It might be helpful. So I'm not mad. I'm not sitting here recording the movie on my phone trying to sell it off later.
Hey, since you're in the back, how tall this man gotta be? Because you're not a short person.
Nah, but I just slouch over a little bit. I don't know. Maybe he's 7'3", but he just got short legs and a tall, long neck or something.
All right, ready? I mean, you only got $1, so
yeah, $2.
Sorry, yes. All right, I'm gonna go $5 here for the. It doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna go with the texter. Because I have to do some work, but I could look away from it. It's annoying, but like also I don't really care about this movie.
Yeah.
The same way that your view is being obstructed.
Yeah.
If this guy's shit is just bright, like.
Yeah, but
it's not at least not in my face, you know.
Yeah, but again, like it's just disrespectful.
Yeah, I be getting mad in public sometimes when people do stuff that's just like rude.
I do all the time. Like should be making me upset all the time, man. I be getting riled up over nonsense.
Which is why I'm gonna let you get stuck with certain things, because there's things that I think are way worse.
No, yeah, I mean, go ahead. You got 95 left.
$5. The teen couple.
I mean, yeah. That might not be that bad. Like it's just like gross because it's happening near you.
Yeah. If I could hear their mouths and stuff, like
yeah. Imagine that though, like.
But they're already gonna be kissing on the teen. Who am I? Who am I to get
They're
mad
just,
at
they're just
them doing that?
imitating what they
Yes.
see on.
Who am I to get mad when they? You too. Who are you to get mad when they kiss in 3D right around you? That's that 4D.
You just hope it blends into the sound that's going on.
Exactly. See, that's why for this movie, that's why it's fire that we decided to randomly select the genre
Because it affects stuff.
It matters. If the teen couple is kissing, and again, I'm watching like a Marvel movie, like, dog, get out of my, like, shut up, get out of my face, dog. Like,
Yeah.
nasty.
It's awkward though, because like for me, because I'm sitting in the back is where the teen couple should be. But if you're a teen couple doing that shit in the front, you might be an absolute crazy person.
You actually have no regard for
Human
anyone.
life.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, those people, we gotta, I don't know, send them to war or something. You gotta have a certain kind of confidence to be doing that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, but
I'm not mad at those though. In terms of like what we have,
I'm gonna say though, I don't know if I would have bid the max on
tall.
Yes.
I mean,
so you might have messed up, but
nah, I'm fine. I mean, I'm fine with my decision.
Go ahead.
They're almost all equally bad at this point, and you get to choose which one you want. Essentially,
Yep.
I think I know which two I'm gonna end up with. So I'll just go with the baby.
I'm gonna take it.
Really?
Yeah, the baby's gonna stop crying at some point.
Yeah.
There's no way that baby's crying for 2 hours.
Yeah. The reason why I would
And
have
if it does, you got to return it. But
the reason why I would have been okay picking baby is because like yes, the baby might fall asleep at some point. And if it does, like, the baby just doesn't know any better.
yes, that's what I'm saying is like, that's what I was referring to earlier. I didn't want to get into detail, but like in hindsight, like I don't know if they couldn't find a sitter. They already had these plans.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I get, yeah, maybe you should have just canceled this thing, but you actually don't know what families are going through and stuff. And sometimes they just, cause I thought about it and like my mom had to like bring me places, some stuff like where you know what I mean? Like to places where like I had no business being, just cause I like, there was no other choice. So that's why I'm a little more empathetic towards the baby in the movie theater. It is annoying. Like I'm not going out like it's not, but
Right.
But I'll take it for $5 by the way. But
I
might have cut you off. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, like what you were saying, like it's really not the baby's. The baby has no control over where a baby goes. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
Like if you're just a parent that brings your baby to the theater because for selfish, like you're just trying to see a movie, and that's your only option, then you should just not see the movie. Do you know what the first movie you ever saw was in theater?
I think it was Pokemon.
Really? How old were you?
I think I was 4.
Let me see.
Did that come out before Rugrats movie?
I'll
look it up right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up. I know the first movie I saw, I'm pretty sure is
Rugrats movie was 98. So that might have been first. But Pokemon, the first movie was 99. So Rugrats was the first one I ever saw.
I think mine was like Doc Holliday or something like that. I don't know what year it came. I think I was like 3, maybe. Okay, so for the listeners, real quick, Kendall has actually completed his list, which by default gives me the kicker and the talker. The kicker is the absolute last one that I would want because it's quiet, sort of, but it's just like the most disrespectful thing.
You're beating them up, probably, right?
Like you're yelling at the like
you're at least causing a scene, and then you might look like the bad. You know what I mean? I hate that too. When it's like
When
I'm
you
trying to
look
tell
like,
someone to shut up, and then people are telling me to shut up. I'm like, no, all right, now you shut up. Like,
it's like, man, I'll go sit behind you and see what's good.
yeah,
So like don't kick no one's seat. Like especially like them kids, they be doing it intentionally.
you be grabbing behind, you grab their foot.
I'll throw your shoe at the screen, dog.
Don't throw your shoe all the way down.
I'll throw your shoe, but it might hit the guy in front of me because he's super tall. But kicker's the absolute worst. Like, thank God that nowadays in most theaters, they got the reclining chairs, so like they're it's like a thicker back,
Much
so
harder
you might
to
not
kick
feel it.
too. Yes, but it's just like, and then like because I don't really want to talk in the movie,
Yeah,
like I just do the little turn,
yeah,
and look
like,
at them.
If it's a kid, I look at the parent like, "Hey, watch your boy."
Yeah,
Cause
you can show them, man.
Come on now.
I'll actually. I'll
Might
make that
be
out. I gotta make that out.
you might be crazy, man. I knew you was. We cutting that one out. All right, so
bleeps all
for
over
$1 I got the kicker, and other dollar I got the talker. I hate them too because they just be trying to like, especially if it's like, I remember there's another bad experience. It was Straight Outta Compton. I was watching it with the same person. I don't know. We used to just watch movies and stuff all the time, I guess. But it was like this dude, and he was like, I guess trying to like, he was like trying to tell this girl like the history of these people. I'm like, dude, what are you even saying? You don't know what you're talking about. Like, it's like people that blog about like rap groups and it's like, dude, what is this nonsense? But like, it's like, or they're trying to like guess what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Dude, like,
I hate that in comic book movies when the people is just like, oh, that's gonna be like, I might whisper it to the person next to me, or like my sister or my mom, because like I know they don't understand some stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll explain something, the relevance of something, but I'm not like talking at this level,
right,
to anyone.
Like, no one should know what you're talking about. Like, ever.
If I can actually hear the words out of your mouth, you too.
Yeah. And I was going to say that too, because for a lot of movies, especially the ones that I don't really care about, I read the plot before. I'll Wikipedia it.
Yeah, that might be the weirdest thing that you do.
Nah. Because I have to know if the movie's going to be good. If not, then like
No,
there's a
dude,
chance
what's the
I'm
point of
not watching that. So it's like, I know what's going to happen. And also because, not that I'm pressed for time, but it's like sometimes I get bored. I'm like, all right, I know exactly where in the movie, this close to the bottom of the synopsis, so movie's almost over. But I won't do it for like Marvel movies and stuff. But Marvel movies, if you don't see it immediately, you kind of are gonna, you could be on looking at like highlights on YouTube and someone will be like, oh, so and so died.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, it's almost inevitable. But
Yeah.
I mean, just don't talk, just to go back, don't talk in the movies about, if you don't understand something, like don't go to the person next and be like, hey man, do you know like don't do that. Kicker, talker, you both suck. Everyone on this list sucks, to be honest. But
except for the baby. Keep doing you, baby.
And the tall person.
I know it's tough.
See, tall person, if it was a movie I'm trying to see, then tall person, I'm not really trying to. Yeah. Maybe not last, but he would be, maybe, if I'm paying like, I don't even know how much movies got, like, what is it, like $15 a movie or something?
It's probably like 30. When we come back, they gotta
make their money.
They gotta recoup the cost.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. All them people with like them AMC movie passes and stuff, like,
Yeah.
that shit gonna go up. You're not grandfathered into no deal.
Nah, it's gonna be over. You guys actually had the movie pass, yeah?
I didn't have it, but
Didn't like Mark and your sister?
Mark and Laura had it.
Oh.
The reason for
wouldn't wanna go to
me
movies
was
that
because,
much.
wait, what happened?
I just wouldn't want to go to movies that often.
Well, that was the thing, like, because I think everyone that had it, their thing was like, you just have to go to like one movie a month to make up for it, or one movie a week. But it's like, I don't want that to control my, like, oh, I have to go see a movie.
Now I have to go watch a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not doing that, you know?
And I'm not just going to the theater alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that means I gotta find someone to watch a movie with all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You might be right.
Do people still go on first dates? They go to movie theaters or what?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say yeah, but I don't think that's a good place. Because you can't talk to the
Um,
person, or else you're just one of the clowns on the list.
that is true. That is true.
That's a place, I guess, if you have nothing in common with the person, you take them there, and then you take them to dinner, and then you just talk about the movie.
Ah, that's a good strategy too.
Come on,
Huh.
man.
Hey, come on.
Young
Hey,
Hitch.
you know a little bit about this. Now I was gonna say that's like it's like a couple thing, not like a going on a date thing.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
No, absolutely there is.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to learn about you by watching a movie. I might look at you and see how you're reacting to things.
Yeah. That's the thing, though.
Yeah.
If you're not,
You laugh
if
at
you're not cheering,
if you're not a person of color, you laughing a little too hard at the racist joke. Like, I'm like, hey man,
yeah.
why you
That's what
laughing
I
at
was
that
thinking.
one?
Like that's what it was funny because I was just thinking that the movie Get Out, like if like everyone was cheering when the cops pulled up and it was actually the homie.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't the homie you was cheering, I don't know, man. I
like,
might look at you funny.
Yes, the cops made it. They're you.
Yeah, for real. It's like, let's recap
Yep.
everything.
Yeah. So here is what's going to happen during my day
Sure,
at
Mad
the movie
Libs.
theaters. Yes, the Mad Libs. I am. First off, we're going to watch a romance movie, and I'm
yourself?
going to by myself. Yes, not on a date. But I'm going to go to the concessions and receive stale popcorn, hot dog no bun. Hey, that might be fire though, and hot tamales. And then I am going to go into the actual theater and sit in the front watching the romantic movie on a regular screen. It's not that bad so far, except for this hot tamales. Then people are going to walk into the theater. One of them is going to sit somewhere around me and be texting the whole time, screen on full brightness. That's the other thing we said at the beginning of the episode. But at least have the courtesy to turn your brightness down.
At the minimum.
Yes. Also surrounded by a teen couple. Again, I think I have less of a problem with it when it's a romance movie. Because who am I to judge? I'm in there alone watching a romance movie. I didn't think
be
about that
crazy.
actually.
Might be
You're
crazy.
in there alone too. So
You're right, but I'm not fully watching it.
because if I try to tell the teen couple something, they're gonna be like, "Well, you're in here alone, so who's the real loser here?" And then also there will be a crying baby who probably won't cry the whole time.
But maybe.
Probably, but maybe.
Who knows?
What happens? Have you ever had someone shush a baby?
I think parents are
They just know.
courteous enough to be like, all right, I gotta get out of here until at least probably
Like, at
for
least-
the rest of the movie. But if
Well, at
the
least
baby
one of the
falls-
parents. I mean,
Yeah,
if
gotta
if
go.
you are a couple, you're a single parent. I feel that might be bad, but you gotta take your baby out to the hall, right? Like,
you got to.
yeah. All right, that's my day. Go ahead.
All right, so I pull up to the movie theater, buy my ticket for. Hold on, I found the movie that I had seen actually, but I already forgot the title.
Was it
Me
that weird
Before
John-
You.
What the hell was that?
I don't know, but the way I told you, I remember Ninja Turtles came out the same day, so I looked up the Ninja Turtles release date and looked up the other movies
Oh,
that
this
came
got a
out.
Game of Thrones woman in it.
I don't know.
Oh, I never watched that one. So
So I pull up, buy a ticket for Me Before You, and they hand me a pair of 3D glasses. Why they made that movie in 3D, the world may never know. For the concessions stand, I pick up my burnt pizza, my mint dibs, and my raisinets, and sit in the back of the theater, but not the very back.
no.
Second to the last row, put on my 3D glasses. And while I'm waiting for my movie to begin, a very tall man comes in also by himself for some reason. I don't know why
Why?
people are watching this by
Imagine he had
themselves.
as a tall couple.
Hey, that's fine too. Tall couple. And they sit right in front of me for some reason, knowing that I'm sitting there. And then just some jerks come in, sit behind me in the very last row, and start putting their feet up, kicking my chair. And while this is going on, another group of people come in and just start narrating the romance movie, which was made after a book, and they read the book, so they're naming every comparison ever.
They're saying the lines before they happen.
Yeah. Like, come on, man. But the bright side is the tall couple gets mad at them and they just beat them all up. So
That's the real movie.
yeah. And I told you, I seen fights break out in the movie theater. I just told that story earlier. But that's my day. Let us know which one was worse in the comments. Engage with us, man.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know. Actually, I see y'all. Some of y'all liking the YouTube videos, so I just want to know who you are. And again, if you're in Japan, let us know, because that's dope. Actually, why are you listening to us? Like, what do we say that's relatable?
You know, it'd be crazy if we were like, if it was like an English class and they were like, everyone find a English podcast and listen to it and so on.
And it was this.
Yeah. I ain't doing no accent.
There's a class listening to us in Japan. Yeah, that'd be weird.
They're trying to learn about pop culture. And they're like, oh, let's click on this one. It's about cartoons.
Also, if you're just one of my homies and you're out in Japan right now, then my bad, I forgot.
But also, what you doing, man?
I don't know if I got anything else.
Nope. I do not.
I hope this never happens. You said we should act it out, but I'm not doing that.
Oh, we'd be miserable. I'm not buying. If it was a different movie, maybe.
Even
It
if
was
you
interesting,
paid
though,
your
having-
homie to be the kicker, you'd probably still fight him.
Yeah. I'd be like, man, you kicking me a little too hard, man. Come on. But no, I think this episode was dope because of the genre thing.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know we knew the list going in, but we didn't know how it was going to affect it, which obviously it did.
But we potentially got a new episode idea out of this too.
So it just has some extra randomness, and we got to think on our toes. But
it's gonna start a new template, I think.
It's a good episode.
If you have ideas for situations to put us through, for us to find our way out of, let us know.
Yeah.
But again, that just rolls back into just engaging with us. Please, just fuck with us, man. Tap in. No sweetie.
Nah,
not that song. Right, get out of here.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for rocking with us. Please like and subscribe. Rate the podcast on your podcast platform. As always, it's been your boy Kendall, aka Mr. Eat the KFC in the AMC, aka the Phantom of the Megaplex, aka the leader of the Bunch of Crunch bunch. I wish that was an option. You don't like Bunch of Crunch, though, right?
I would pick it way before any of this stuff.
AKA, you will not catch me eating beans at the movie theater.
All right, it's your boy Alfred. He stole my AKA, but AKA me before you. Greatest romance of all time.
They got a 54% on Rotten Tomatoes. So,
hey man, I was trying to watch Ninja Turtles. Probably got a lower Rotten Tomato. AKA the Rotten Tomato.
All right, we out of here.
Peace.